Hi guys, welcome back. First of all, thank you so much for all the responses to the last video. I know the Lions is a long way out, but maybe we need a distraction right now anyway. Had so many great comments, I read them all, and certainly I took them into account, and I've actually changed some of my views based on them, looking at what people are saying, because I really respect your guys' opinions. So I've made my team, made my selection. Like I said, it's all a bit of fun, very subjective. Let me know what you think, if you agree or disagree, and why. But here we go. This would be my team to face South Africa for the British and Irish Lions, if we were to pick it right now, after what has been most of the Six Nations. Anyway, okay, here we go. At number 1, Lou said, I wanted a big scrummager to start with against South Africa. My options there were Healy, Marler and Sutherland. Sutherland suffered a bit on experience. Marler maybe just a few antics, didn't like obviously. So I've gone for Healy, very strong, very experienced, would definitely do a great job in the scrum, very strong carrier as well. At number 2, gone Jamie George. I think he's probably the best all-rounder at the moment. Maybe just slightly better than Ken Owens, but I'd have been very happy for either of them to have started. Okay, at tight head, I've gone for Big Tyke Furlong. I think he's the obvious choice to start, and then with Carl Sinclair coming off the bench, I've kind of given that one away. But those are the only two I shortlisted anyway, so I think that's the best way around for them. So very happy with the front row, very experienced, very strong in the set piece. Second row, it was hard. Well, one wasn't hard. Maro Itoje, I think, has to play. He is the most talented second row we have. Then who goes in? It was between Alun Wyn Jones and James Ryan, and oh my goodness, it was tight. I think it was kind of like 50-50 in the comments. Some saying Alun Wyn has to start, some saying he's a bit over the hill. It's probably somewhere in between the two for me, but I've gone for James Ryan. I think James Ryan is probably the slightly better player, very physical, very consistent, obviously a bit younger, a bit more athletic, and he makes the nod for me. However, very tough to leave out Alun Wyn Jones. Not quite sure what I feel about that, but I think I'm just going for what I think is the most talented two second rows at the moment. However, guys, it gives me a problem. Who's going to be my captain? Alun Wyn Jones, a really good shout for being the captain. I've put the captain in the back row, and he's actually Justin Tipuric. A little bit controversial. He's a fantastic player. There's loads of great players in the back row, especially at flanker. So someone's going to miss out, but Tipuric leads by example. He's very experienced, and okay, maybe he might not be the most natural speaker or whatever, but he's going to have loads of guys around him to help him with that. I think you can give him a start at 7. He's that good. He's been a British and Irish Lion before. I think he's absolutely someone that would take it to the South Africans and lead by example, and with the experience, like I said. So there we go, a little controversial maybe, Justin Tipuric as the captain. At 6, I think Tom Curry has to be the second pick. He's been so good. He's just been outstanding at the World Cup, in the Six Nations, getting better and better and better. So him and Tipuric, 6 and 7, very quick, very exciting. At number 8, now, Faletau should have been in my shortlist. I didn't put him in there just because I hadn't seen a lot of him recently. He's not been in great form, but on pedigree, going back a bit, he can be unbelievable. However, I think the big man, Billy Vunipola, is the way to go. You need that extra heft, I think, when we're facing South Africa. Okay, into the backs. 9 was really, really hard, mainly because I don't think there is an outstanding candidate. I went for one of the quicker scrum halves, very consistent in Ali Price. Could have gone for Webb, could have gone for one of the more controllers like Youngs, but I've gone for Price. A lot of guys are selecting him out there as well, so he is well respected, and I think he'll get a fast game going for the Lions. At 10, another tough decision, but I think you go Owen Farrell, very tough, strong defender, another good leader to back up Tipuric. Not the main captain, so maybe takes a bit of focus away from him, so he can just concentrate on playing his game. Bigger and Ford would be excellent choices there as well, but I've gone for Farrell. Into the centres, it's the big boys. Tuolangi and Jonathan Davis for me. Heavy ball carriers, experience, fantastic at reading in defence. I think they would do a great job in the centre. On the wings, I've gone for the two English guys, May and Watson. It was so close with Adams in there as well, who's been doing great, but I think England's form tips it. May's just a blistering finisher, as is Watson, and a great all-round game for both of them and loads of experience. At 15, at the moment I'm picking Hogg. I think he's the form 15 at the moment. Liam Williams will probably come back into it because he's absolute class, but I've gone for Hogg. He'll be absolutely desperate to do well for the Lions. He's very experienced as well. Fantastic counter-attacker, big boot. I think it makes sense. So that's my starting 15. Let me know what you think. On the bench, impact in the in the front row is what I've gone for, with the two props being Mako Vunipola and Sinclair. Fantastic impact props, very skillful, very good carriers. At hooker though, I haven't gone for an impact hooker as such, like McAnally or Cowan Dickey. I think the experience of Owens gives him the nod there on the bench. Now, I nearly went for a 6-2 split. One of the reasons I didn't is I couldn't work out who deserved to be the 6th forward, and also I think South Africa are going to give us a real torrid time in a kicking game, and we need a back 3 specialist or we could be caught out. So for the 2 extra forwards subs, I've gone for Courtney Laws, who's had an outstanding couple of years really, carries, lineouts, can play 6 as well, and then Hamish Watson to round it out. Probably a 50-50 between him and Sam Underhill for me, but I think Watson's experience again just gets the nod over him there. And then the 3 backs on the bench, Reece Webb I think could really add tempo at 9 and experienced. Bigger would do a great job at 10, could come on early and it would still be fine. Great kicker as well. And then I think Liam Williams is too classy to leave out. I wanted to add cover into the back 3. He's the man who can cover anywhere. Great in every situation, attacking and defending. Anyway, that is my 23. I hope you like it. Let me know which guys you would have chosen yourselves, which ones would have been different and why. Enjoy it. Hopefully we'll get back to some rugby at some point in the future, but until then I'll keep posting some videos, hopefully some interesting stuff that you can get involved in, and until next time I will see you then.